Ambulance, what's the address of the emergency?
Yes, 3200 West Slaughter Lane.
At West Oaks Rehab.
Yes.
First, is there anyone there being monitored for COVID-19 or been in contact with someone who has COVID-19?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
This is a glimpse inside the West Oaks Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, a place hit hard in Austin's coronavirus crisis. The story of one patient who gets the virus and survives.
You think that she wasn't coming out.
And of another who becomes part of the grim death toll at West Oaks.
It's hard, you know. I never thought I was going to lose my mom like this.
Rachel Luna, a mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, worked much of her life as a custodian in state buildings and Austin schools. But 4 years ago, as dementia took its toll, doctors told her family she needed around-the-clock care. Her family was referred to West Oaks, and Rachel Luna quickly fell right at home.
She was loved by everybody there. Everybody knew Miss Luna. Everybody talked to Miss Luna. Miss Luna was in everybody's business. But that was my mom.
In mid-March, daughter Maria Ortega grew concerned about a possible outbreak of coronavirus, especially after learning what was happening at nursing homes across the country. After keeping in touch with West Oaks nurses for 2 weeks, but not being able to visit, Ortega got a call that her mother was in an ambulance, on the way to the hospital. There, 74-year-old Rachel Luna was diagnosed with pneumonia and COVID-19.
I got a call from the doctor, and he told me that her test came out positive. And then he told me that with her condition that she was probably not going to survive. So that I did not want to hear that.
Less than a week later, on April 15th, an ICU nurse called and told her her mother probably wouldn't make it through the night.
And so she put us on the phone with her, and we spoke to her. Me, my daughter, my son, we spoke to her, told her we loved her. And then not even an hour later, they called and said she passed away. And my daughter said that's what she was waiting for, Mom. She was waiting to hear from us so she could go.
In the past 6 weeks, at least 15 West Oaks residents have died of the virus, more there than any other Austin facility. And as of this week, 72 residents have tested positive, as have 23 staff.
He was just a great individual.
As we first revealed, the city's only healthcare worker to die, Maurice Dodson, worked as a West Oaks nursing assistant. Regency Healthcare, the company that owns the facility, said in this April 28th memo that officials have taken steps to stop the COVID-19 spread, including daily temperature checks for patients and staff, and new rules about how workers should handle protective gear. Company CEO Larry Deering said, quote, "We are also in constant communication with all of our facility administrators, ensuring new protocols are understood and enforced, and that every staff member is well equipped." Diana Renee George, who suffers from multiple sclerosis and has had both legs amputated, has lived in the facility for 4 years. She celebrated her 50th birthday at West Oaks on February 22nd. Her father, John, got a phone call a couple of weeks later that 2 patients had been infected with COVID-19 and that his daughter had to be moved to a safer room on a different wing. Several more days passed before a staff member called to tell him Diana was on her way to the hospital, suspected of having the virus. A test soon confirmed that she had contracted it.
Her immune system is compromised to start with. And you think that, it's got to be a death sentence.
But for Diana, it wasn't. She has spent the past 3 weeks in the hospital. Her father says doctors report that she keeps getting better every day. Still, he worries about a relapse.
Until she can be released from the hospital and she's out and we know she's doing good, we have no idea.
Luna's family is still mending their broken hearts 3 weeks after her death. And Ortega says she still can't believe that a global pandemic that has killed tens of thousands across the world hit home in such a devastating way.
Sometimes I listen to her voicemails just to hear her voice. I know it's going to take a while, but it still hurts.
Tony Plahetsky, KVUE News.